Okay, this is going to be a reading for Taurus. It's your daily love reading. I'm going to do a 3-card spread. Sorry, it's not your daily love reading. It's your daily reading. I'm going to do a 3-card spread, and it's going to be the next good thing. So it could be love, but it could also be work, could be health, could be friendship, could be absolutely anything, okay? Let's just see what the next good thing is coming towards you, Taurus. Okay, I'm using the lovely spooky Kinner deck. You know, seeing as we're only a couple of weeks away from Halloween. Okay, spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Taurus's highest good. What's the next good thing that's going to happen for Taurus? 3 cards, please. So it could be, it's general, it could be absolutely anything. Right, we've got a combination of the Ten of Swords and the Tower reversed. So something that caused endless worries, endless pain, endless fear, endless heartache, endless strife, okay? Ten of Swords is the maximum. It's the end of a cycle. We can't feel any more pain than that, okay? That skeleton has swords from the head right the way along to the toes, okay? There's one through the eye socket. There's swords to spare. It's the end of a cycle. When we get to 10, it resets back to 0. Now that's a combination with the Tower reversed. So the Tower, when it's in the upright, is when a Tower moment is when everything crumbles down that's in existence, and what replaces it is built with better foundations, much more stable. Towers are dramatic. They're life-changing, but they happen for the best. And when the Tower comes out reversed, it's avoiding a tower. So, because this is the next good thing, I would say that you're going to come out of something, something's going to end, but you'll be unscathed, okay? It's not going to be as dramatic as what you think, or it could be that it's unfinished business, okay? Something that you thought was over isn't, and it's something that's been really a struggle. Let's clarify what this is about. So if this is to do, so I'm talking to the collective, so for some of you it could be love, for some of you it could be career. What is it that you've been dealing with that you thought was over and it isn't? Let's clarify with love cards first, and then we'll do career. Give me one, please, Spirit, with regards to this cycle that's come to an end, but it's like avoiding a tower moment. What is that with regards to, if we're thinking about love? For my Tauruses who are dealing with love. A narcissist. Someone's too full of themselves. Someone's been narcissistic towards you. Okay. We have full narcissists and we have people who exhibit narcissistic tendencies, okay, based off of trauma, based off of mental health, off of, you know, different psychological disorders, okay. we can be more manipulative, we can be more controlling, we can keep people at arm's length, we can run, you know, we can gaslight, we can, people exhibit these behaviors, these tendencies, and sometimes they're full-blown narcissists and sometimes they're not. So you're either, because this is what's the next good thing that's, you know, coming towards you, the next good thing, we're avoiding total destruction and we're at the end of the cycle, it's over. Or someone's not a full-blown narcissist, there was a lot of pain and difficulties, and, you know, it isn't over. So the person will be back. So for you, if you want the person back and they're not a full-blown narcissist, they're not violent, they're not, you know, belittling you emotionally, if you think maybe they've got, you know, poor attachment issues and or some kind of childhood trauma, and it's, you know, they're not like, they're kind of like, sometimes people are aware of the things that they do but they can't necessarily stop it, you know, and you can be really fond of that person and have a lot of love for them. A full-blown narcissist, you know, uses your money, puts you down, makes you feel, you know, rubbish, lets other people abuse you. Like, that's full-blown narcissism. So obviously that's not what you'd want back, but perhaps someone's displayed, okay, the full-blown narcissist, then it's the end of a cycle and that's a good thing, but you're not going to have, you know, full destruction. If they're just someone who's been, not that it undermines like the hurt it's caused, but if they've been exhibiting unhealthy tendencies, like to run away from the relationship, to be non-committal, to be on and off, you know, to gaslight you or breadcrumb you or be manipulative or controlling, you know, that can be down to someone's childhood, it can be down to insecurities. Something about that isn't done with. It's a bit controversial, that you'll have to decide your own boundaries and what. I'm just wondering if the message is that you've, even though you've been through so much and it's over, like you're coming out unscathed. I feel like that because I don't want to give you a message to continue being with someone who's narcissistic, because that is really unhealthy. I don't want anyone to misunderstand. This is the next good thing, okay? So the only good thing is that the fact that it could be over and they're not coming towards you anymore if you've got away from them, or you're coming out of a cycle of, you know, someone exhibiting controlling behaviour where they've always got to have the decision, or, you know, they're making you doubt yourself, second guess yourself, you know, and you're just out of it, like, but you're coming out of it like unscathed with the Tower reversed. So I feel like it's more that. Obviously, if you're somebody that thinks, okay, maybe someone's behaved a bit narcissistic, but I have so much love for them and they didn't cause me hurt, they didn't cause me enough pain for me to like, I don't know, it's a difficult one, guys. I don't want to, it's just the, like, for example, I know of somebody who has so many amazing qualities, you know, and it's down to what's happened to them when they were younger, that they can always need to have like the upper hand and stuff, but they're not like, they're not a bad person, but obviously they have some narcissistic behaviours. So it's just, you got to use your judgment over this, okay? Let's get two more. The next good thing that's coming to Taurus. So we've got the Five of Swords in the challenge. The Five of Swords is sometimes the victory is not worth the price. So in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, it's people who've had an argument and you've got all the swords and you're kind of picking them all up from the floor and you're kind of smirking, but everyone else is walking away in the background in different directions. Like, one person's holding their head in their hands, you know, Look at all the skulls, look at all the people that were like collateral damage here from winning this silly argument. Swords of communication, information, revelations, you know, it can be using a really harsh tone. 5 is a number of change, but it tends to mean negative change. Like the 5 of Pentacles is out in the cold, the 5 of Swords is arguments. The 5 of Coins can also be, you know, being impoverished or losing a lot of money. The 5 of Cups is grief or death, you know, or regret, sadness, sorrow. The 5 of Wands is heated arguments and physical fights. You know, so harsh words have been spoken here. And it's in the challenge position, so perhaps there's going to be communication with this person that is quite difficult. They're quite a tricky customer because they always want to be in control. And people can be in control by blocking communication and disappearing. They can be in control by always wanting to have the last word or bombarding you with, you know, communication. So there's going to be some sort of communication from this person that you've previously dealt with that was, you know, a little bit controlling. Definitely has some issues. If you view it to be, you know, in part toxic, you've probably moved away from it, right? But it doesn't mean you're not sad that it's over. Let's clarify what the 5 of Swords is about. Where's communication? And sometimes the victory is not worth the price, like we use in harsh words. Okay, move on. Someone is unavailable, a waste of time, it's over. So it's in, yeah, it's someone that was potentially either single and just is non-committal, or in a third party dynamic, and you know, that's the reason that they're unavailable. But they are somehow, they're emotionally unavailable, right? But there's going to be communication and you are going to come out of it unscathed. Doesn't, you know, we don't know whether you're going to be with them or not, but it does seem like there's going to be developments with regards to this. Definitely some sort of communication. One more, please, for Taurus. If it resonates for you, it might just be that you dealt with a narcissist and now you're moving on, you know, and that's like obviously a really positive thing. So take it how it resonates for you, because everyone's experiencing different things. We've got the the King of Pentacles reversed. So it could be someone who's struggling for money. You know, they've had career challenges. Perhaps they've been demoted. Perhaps they've not been able to work because of these issues. It's an earth energy, okay? It's practical, day-to-day, 3D energy. Money. Pentacles is coins, it's money. Now then, this feels bad, right? But it's almost like this person's going to get their karma from the fact that money's not going to be good for them. The King of Pentacles in the upright is a provider. It's someone who's good at making money. They're trustworthy. They're generous with money towards others. Why would the next good thing be that reversed? Let's clarify. Why have we got the King of Pentacles reversed? Gold digger. They might get exposed, guys, as a gold digger. I do feel like this is like some kind of divine justice. This person that you were dealing with, you know, they're actually a bit of a gold digger, and they've always got to be in control. They're emotionally available, and they know that you're a very stable person. And what do we know that narcissists always do? They're parasitic, okay? So narcissists will always cling on to somebody who's functional. So although it's humiliating when you find out that someone's a narcissist and they've been a flat out liar and they're never good for money, or, you know, they allow sort of, they sit there, have a victim mentality, everything's terrible for them, you're selfish, you're this, you're that, everything's great for you, you have loads of money. No, you're just functional. You go to work, you come home and it's hard, you know, and you don't always have loads of money. That's something people tell themselves because it suits them, okay? So you're going to move on from someone who is codependent on other people for finances. They're not functioning, you are functioning, and I think this is going to be your justice, guys. This is what's coming out. I think the words that they used to use were very hurtful, or they would disappear, or both. And I don't mean hurtful as in like directly nasty, because narcissists don't do that. They gaslight you and they breadcrumb. So they'll promise things and then not deliver. Or they'll love bomb you and then get you used to kind of receiving a lot less than that over time. They'll constantly apologise but make you give you sob stories, so you're supposed to feel sorry for them even though they hurt you. And you should be angry and you should be upset. You're supposed to apparently feel sorry for them. So they don't claim responsibility for the things that they do either. I think your justice is going to be you're going to come out of this unscathed. I don't think it's going to be that your justice is you're going to hear from them. I think you're going to come out of this unscathed. You know, you are a functioning person, so despite how hurt you've been, despite the genuine anger and pain and all the emotions it's caused, you will move on. And you are a lot stronger than what you think, because you are the functioning person. They're the parasite that needs to feed off, you know. Narcissists are non-functioning humans. They have to feed off other people. And who do they choose? They choose people who are functioning, people who have good family relationships, good friendships, good working relationships. They're solid, they're reliable, they're generous, they're empaths. So never, ever, ever be ashamed of that. But you are protected and you're going to come out of this. Now, what about if this was, you know, what if someone hadn't been dealing with a narcissist, and what if this was to do with work or career? Something could have been really, really difficult. If we look at this as a career reading, you know, something can be like really, really tough to obtain, and it really takes it out of you. You might have interviews that fail. You might have, you know, promotions that you put your name, you know, you put your, is this right? You put your hat in the ring for, I don't know. You know, and you don't get picked, like, ever. Like, something could just be really frustrating and painful, like, over and over, and you start to feel really pessimistic. But it's not over, guys. So let's have a look for some life purpose oracles. So advice for my Taurians who haven't been dealing with a narcissist, please. Artist. So perhaps you've been a tortured artist, someone who's been struggling to be creative, someone who's been struggling to make it, you will be successful, okay? It's not over yet. Perhaps you need to find a different way of promoting your work. You know, these days we have platforms that are free to use. You know, you can have tutorials, you can set up Patreons. I love watching, he's called Felix, I think he might be Felix K. He's an artist in New York, I think, and he's very, very good at doing art tutorials. And through that, he's kind of built up a presence for himself online. And, you know, he has people that kind of like pay for different like memberships. And it was his girlfriend that encouraged him to do it. And she said, well, don't be selling your original pieces, you know, like sell prints, you know. So sometimes you need someone with a bit more experience or business mind or another artist, you know, and you need to kind of like ask for, you know, advice from a mentor, someone who's already made it. Just get in touch with them, someone who's not as big, but, you know, didn't go for like the biggest person necessarily, but find out what other people are doing, you know, to sell their art. Are they selling the originals or are they selling prints of it, you know, because then everyone gets to enjoy it and you're not giving away the thing you slaved over for hours on that's a one-off, because somebody might really like that but you're only going to get a few, you know, less than £100 for it, where you could have sold a lot of prints. They're perfectly happy with the print because it's affordable for them and you get to keep your original piece. So it's sometimes it's just thinking outside of the box, okay, making contacts, asking others. So we've got artist. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. So perhaps you heal when you paint, perhaps you heal when you create, you know. Some people like embellishments, some people like embroidery, some people like working with clay. You know, whatever your art is, painting or I don't know, macrame, whatever your art is, like, don't disconnect from that. Like, find some time for you to do the things that you love. Because this is potentially, it's either going to be something important for your career, or it's going to help you with your kind of emotional well-being. Okay, your creativity cannot be blocked and stifled if you're a creative person, and Tauruses are. Let's get one for the Five of Swords. Oh, hang on. We've got children as well. I didn't see that. We've got children as well. So it says your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. So perhaps you've been struggling in this career field, okay, working with young people and young children. So healing them and helping them could be mental health, it could be academic work, tuition, it could be pastoral work, it could be medicine. So you may have been struggling to make it, but it's not over, guys. Like, stick to it. Don't give up. All you need is preparation meets opportunity. Sometimes you're prepared, but you gotta wait for the right opportunity. Timing is everything. Why have we got the Five of Swords as the challenge? So some kind of like crosswords. Oh my God, look at this. You're on the right path. You know, you might get really difficult communication and arguments and hostility. For some reason, when I enter a workplace, I just get people that just do not like me. They've got it in for me. And then I find out they wanted the job that I got. I'm telling you, it happens every single time. So we've got you're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. If you're involved with art or craft, if you're involved with young people, young children, and it's been like just really earthing hard, you know, do not give up. Spirit's telling you you're on the right path, guys. Writing. You will inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. So you may be a writer, an editor, an author, you know, of plays, books, movies, autobiographies, biographies, fiction, you know, non-fiction. Who knows? I've got books about therapy, I've got books about travel, I've got books that are autobiographies, the story of someone's life. Like, everyone has a book in there. This is a very common thing, but like the things that you've done in your life, and even if you haven't lived a lot of life yet, often the things that you've experienced are relatable to others. Okay, for example, if you didn't have a textbook upbringing, you know, a lot of people will be out there and they can relate to that, and that could be really healing for a lot of people. So it says, and heal, inspire, teach, and entertain. Okay, so you might be someone really funny, and you might write a book and make people laugh. You might write comedy, you know, and make people laugh. Yeah, you could be like a comedian, you know, stand-up comedians have to write. Teach, you know, so teaching life lessons or teaching subject knowledge. Options. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you. Okay, so sometimes we overly focus on one specific role, but within a field, there's many different roles, and within an organisation, you know, we can move sideways, up, down. Okay. If you're not, you know, if something's not right, what is it that is really the worst aspect? And go from there. Like, what things are good about it? What do you dislike about it? You know, and see if there's anything that's kind of more suited. That one for the King of Pentacles reversed. Okay, we've got teaching again. You inspire young people to learn. So I must have a lot of teachers out there. That is a very Taurus thing to do. You're a very, very good nurturer, empath. You've got hella patience, but you know, will lose it. You're like a volcano. By the time you are angry, it's time to get under a desk and hide. Justice, okay, so you might have air in your chart as well as earth, or you might just feel a strong sense of right and wrong, morality. You might work in the forces, the police, the military, law. You might really care about human rights. Your career brings fairness and protection to those who need your help. Okay? Maybe you work as a BLM, you know, pastoral in the schools, and you want to advocate for the students who kind of always get thrown out of lessons and have it tough at home, you know, and you kind of want to get that bond going because you feel it's unjust that they're kind of just having this rubbish time all round in the end. Study, reading, research and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. So you may want to take on a new qualification, something to level up, or something additional that will help you have the edge over others. Right, I need to go for my dinner now, or I'll get yelled at. I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next one, Taurus.